What's up, folks? It's Cookie D back here again. Driving down State Road 50. Always driving down State Road 50, it seems like. So I just wanted to, talk to you guys a little bit about, what are your dreams? What do you do for fun? Do you have fun? Do you like your life? Do you love your life? Do you hate your life? We only get one life, right? So why is it that so many people are miserable? Why are there so many people waking up every day hating what they have to do before they even do it? It blows my mind when I start to think about it. I've had my bad days, sure. I'm sure most of you guys watching this right now have. Why do we continue to have these bad days? Why do we continue every day to wake up with a frown or a scowl or whatever facial expression you want to call it, but just misery? I believe it's because people are afraid of change. They get used to doing something, and changing that up a little bit is scary, We're creatures of habit. So what habit do you have that's causing you to be miserable? I don't know. I know what habits I had that I had to give up, that I had to break. It was hard. In fact, I had to replace my destructive habits with more constructive habits than destructive habits. It was like 2 or 3 to 1. Just because anytime I wasn't doing my destructive habit, let me rephrase it. Anytime I was not doing a constructive habit or something new in my life that built me up, all I thought was to go back to the destructive ways. All I thought was, well, I get to do it just this once. Knowing that I was putting poison into me, poisoning my mind, my body, and my soul. But I always justified why I did it. Well, everybody does it. It doesn't affect me like it affects them. I'm here to tell you that's bullshit. It may not affect you today. It may not affect you once, twice, or after 10 times doing it, or whatever it is. But if you habitually do it day in and day out and day in and day out, then it will affect you. You'll wake up one day and realize, I just wasted the best years of my life because I refused to change. It's pretty sad, actually. It took me a lot to really figure out that I was the one that needed to change. I always thought it was somebody else needed to change. I always questioned why other people did what they did, because it made no sense in my mind. Anytime someone told me I had to do something a specific way, I refused to do it that way, because as far as I was concerned, they don't have any control over me. They're not my authority. How dare they tell me what to do? Things got bad. I wasn't happy. Everybody else thought I was happy. Everybody else looked at me like my life was great, grand. But it doesn't really matter what everybody else thinks about me. It only matters what I think about me. And if I was waking up every day unhappy, then I knew I needed to make a change. No other change, nothing else anybody could do would make me happy. Sure, maybe temporarily. Maybe I could go buy a new shiny watch. That would make me happy until the battery runs out, or it breaks, or I lose it, or whatever, or I just don't even care. I'm not even wearing a watch, so what's the matter? You know, maybe I'll go play a scratch off and I win. Cool, that feels good. But scratch offs are set up to make you lose, so you're gonna lose much more than you win. I know, maybe I'll go to the bar and have some drinks. That always gets me happy. Until I wake up the next day with a raging headache, feeling like shit, still gotta get up and go to work. But man, that one night of drink, that was worth it. Whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. We all have habits. Some are destructive, some are constructive. It's for you to determine which ones are destroying your life. Maybe it's not even your life you're destroying. Maybe it's one of your loved one's life. Maybe it's your child's life. Maybe it's your friend's life. It's up for you to determine. Anyway, I just had these thoughts as I was driving down. Heard, you know, once in my life that we get one shot at this. One opportunity. Got to make it worth it. So I hope you do the same. Peace out. Stay prominent.